And I'm really surprised. I mean, Pixel really did good this year, and yeah, they're not really playing around, man. Samsung and Apple, they need to be on their tippy toes, because Google's coming. Oh boy. So the embargo is officially lifted as of, well, the second you're watching this video, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 25th, Monday. So this year, Google did update the cameras on the Pixel 6 Pro, and I thought, hey, well, the iPhone also has updated cameras and sensors, so let's put them head to head. If you've never watched my camera comparisons before, I do not talk. I show you guys the photos and then have you guys pick the ones you like and why you like them. Everyone has different shooting styles, everyone has different favorite color temperatures, and so there's no point of me saying, yeah, look at this photo, this is the best one taken from this phone. That's just not how it is. You might like the other photo. So instead of having that conflict, I'm just gonna shut up. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the main 1X camera. So what do you guys think? Are you guys surprised? Are you guys not surprised? Leave me your comments down below which phone you think did the better job with the 1X main camera. And now let's go check out my favorite camera on any phone, the ultra wide camera. Again, leave me your comments down below. And now the telephoto is next. So first, let's go ahead and try each phone at their own optical ranges. So now in these upcoming photos, the iPhone will be using 3x, Google will be using 4x. And now, just for fun, let's go ahead and try the maximum zoom range. Now, the iPhone can do a maximum of 15x digital, and the Pixel can do a maximum of 20x digital. And it's really good. It's almost like too good. Before we continue, guys, here's a quick word from today's sponsor, Casetify. Casetify has everything you need to protect your phone from unwanted cracks and scratches. Not only are Casetify cases 100% BPA free and 100% non-toxic, but they're also made from 65% of recycled material. The cases are super thin, coming in at just 13 millimeters, but you still get to keep that up to 9.8 feet of drop protection, all thanks to that Qtech 2.0 technology. So currently on my iPhone, I have a screen protector from Casetify, a case from Casetify, and this is basically as secure as the phone's gonna get, so let's drop my iPhone 13 Pro Max. That wasn't that bad. Let's check it out. You guys want a leaf? So the screen is all good. The case itself, that's where the impact was, and I just wiped it away basically. Let's take off the case and check the back of the phone. All good. You also get endless print options as well as customizations to make your case your case. So to get your own setup of Casetify products, go to casetify.com/markstech and you will save 15% off of your entire order. And thanks to Casetify for sponsoring today's video. Google's computational photography is just insane. When I first heard that this phone does 20x digital, I didn't think it was going to be anywhere near good. I mean, I thought it was going to be okay, but I didn't expect it to be this good. Again, especially just from a digital zoom. That's not even an optical zoom. And now let's go ahead and test out the selfie camera, the last camera on both of these phones, to see which one does the better job with skin tones. Google did say that they updated the skin tones, so let's find out. Pixel was never really the best when it comes to video recording. Now, I'm happy to say they did upgrade this year. Finally, it doesn't overheat. Google, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's like as if you watched my videos and then you're like, hey, let's make it not overheat. And I respect that. But unfortunately, even now, you still cannot do 4K 60 on all the cameras on the Pixel. You can only do 4K 60 on the main camera. It'll also give you the option to do a 2x digital zoom to get a little bit further in, but you're not actually using your true telephoto lens. And you can't record 4K 60 on the ultra wide, and you cannot record 4K 60 on the front. Now, I did do a poll. Okay, I did a poll on YouTube and I did a poll on Twitter. And it really looks like no one really cares about video recording. I mean, this kind of even shocked me. I thought way more people were going to care about video recording, but I guess not really. So I guess take this next test with a grain of salt. So both phones right now are currently using the main 1x camera, and they are recording in 4K 30. If I'm looking at both of the screens, I think the stabilization looks about equal on both. What about the HDR? How's the clouds look like? I mean, I honestly cannot tell just looking at the screen which one is doing better. By the way, how about the voice? Which audio system does sound better? And now we are doing the ultra wide 4K 30 test. This time, if I'm being honest, the video on the Pixel seems to be more steady. Again, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just that's how it looks like on the phone or if it really is that steady, but if I'm looking at the Pixel video, it looks like it's on a freaking gimbal. But then again, the iPhone has always been more of a post-process type of thing, so maybe the iPhone looks jumpy and then when I play it back it's gonna look a lot better. So I guess you guys are gonna be the judge. Let me do a quick pan. I mean, both phones just look great, honestly. The video is really impressing me on the Pixel. So telephoto 4K 30. Now, obviously, the Pixel is going to be more zoomed in simply because, well, it can do that. The optical is 4 times, and the iPhone's optical is only 3 times. So yeah, you can definitely get a lot further into your shot with the Pixel, just for that extra bit of reach. But does that affect quality? After all, the Pixel's telephoto camera is 3.5 aperture, so that's kind of a slow aperture. So I don't know, I guess we'll have to see how it performs in the low light test. But what about this right here? Which one looks better for you guys? Let me know. So what do you guys think on the videos? In my opinion, after looking at them just like you guys did, they look very similar in the daytime. I mean, they are basically the same. If yeah, I mean they're basically the same, which is really good from the Pixel. So we're recording in 4K 30 front-facing camera. Now I want to do a test. See, the Pixel has a cool video function for the front-facing camera, for the front-facing video camera, I should say, where it actually isolates your voice. So right there we have a bunch of traffic. Over there we have a train. like one of those kids toy trains that go around the park and everything. There's birds squeaking everywhere. So right now the voice enhancer is off, and obviously the iPhone doesn't have it. So the Pixels is off. So now let me end the video. We're gonna turn it on, and then we're gonna compare. And now the Pixels voice enhancer is turned on, and we can compare that to the iPhone. So again, there's a bunch of cars not even 100 yards away from here. Birds chirping, trains going by, people yelling, dogs barking, squirrels doing what squirrels do. Hey man, I'm a YouTuber, I'm not a biologist. Leave me alone. I'm hungry. Maybe Wendy's? I don't know. What do you guys think about Wendy's? How's the stabilization, by the way, in the front facing 4K 30? Well, obviously, Pixel cannot do 4K 60. Google, why? Just do it already. iPhone's been doing it forever. I'm about to fall down these steps, guys, so I'm gonna go. So I think during the day, any phone you get in 2021, I mean, hell, even like in 2018, does amazing photos during the day. I mean, one of those cheap, disposable point and shoots from Walmart probably takes amazing photos during the day too. So, which is why we need to stress test photos, and which is why the upcoming test is a night photo test and night video. Because once you've mastered taking photos in the day, the next step is to master them at night. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're gonna start with the main 1x camera, and yes, we will be using night mode. So what do you guys think? Like I said, I'm not gonna give you guys my opinion on it. Okay, all I'm gonna say is, yeah, man, Google improved. And now let's go ahead and do the ultra wide night mode test. Next up, we're going to do each phone's telephoto camera. Again, the iPhone will be using night mode at 3x. The Pixel will be using night mode at 4x. And the final photo test at night is a selfie night mode test. And for the final upcoming tests of this video, guys, we're gonna do a night mode video test. Now, obviously there is no night mode video on these phones, but we're gonna see how well these phones record at night using their own standard 4K 30. And we're gonna do the main, ultra wide, telephoto, and then selfie. So this is being recorded in 4K 30, obviously low light. Both phones look to be doing pretty darn good. I think the iPhone is doing a tad better with noise reduction, but I'll leave that up to you guys because I can't really tell looking at the display. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think both phones are doing good. As for the lens flare, yeah, both lenses are clean. I made sure to clean both of the iPhone and the Pixel. But yeah, lens flares definitely do not shine near lights, or else you'll just get like flying UFOs. That's quite annoying, but hey, that's just how cameras work, I guess. And now we're recording in 4K 30 ultra wide. The iPhone's is more wider. It's a 0.5 as opposed to 0.7 on the Pixel. How's the stabilization? See, this is why the iPhone's video just cannot be beat. If you look at the sky, it's truly black on the iPhone. There's no noise, or at least not that I see on screen. But on the Pixel, again, at least what I see on the screen that I'm looking at, you can definitely see much more noise in the sky on the Pixel. It looks a little bit more gray, while the iPhone's looks basically pitch black. So what about stabilization though? That's kind of what I'm most interested in, because low light stabilization is very, very hard to get right, or else it'll just look like it's jello and just jumping around. And for the final test in this pumpkin patch, we are doing telephoto. Not that I don't think anyone would be interested in seeing how good telephoto low light in video is, but in case you are, this is what it's gonna look like when there's low light, but there's still kind of plenty of lights around. I mean, this whole place is basically illuminated. But I assume no one's really gonna be recording like this, so I'm gonna keep this short. Let me know which phone you think did best. 4K 30 front-facing camera. Yeah, I see noise on the Pixel. The sky on the Pixel is just kind of being a little fuzzy. There's a lot of noise. But I mean, according to the poll that you guys did for me, you don't really care about video, so hey, take this with a grain of salt. If you don't really record a lot of videos, then this might not even really bother you. So yeah. So now that the comparison is done, I can finally give you guys my thoughts and not have to influence you. So in my opinion, when it comes to the ultra-wide daytime photos, the Pixel does the best, most consistent HDR. For example, in this shot, the iPhone does a great job with the sky. But in this shot, the iPhone completely blew out the sky. Meanwhile, in any of these photos, the Google Pixel never blew out any photo. In fact, even at night, we can see that in this photo, the Google Pixel did better with the house in the background than the iPhone did. So it seems like Pixel's HDR algorithm is well, better than the iPhone's brand new HDR4. So again, hey, you know, just telling you guys how I see it. You guys might not agree, so again, drop me your comments down below. I'm not gonna bite hard. That's weird. This is why coffee exists, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, yeah, again, so this test wasn't scientific. This isn't some crazy analysis in depth. No, bro. People don't do that. People just take out their phone, snap a picture, and then move on throughout their day. They're not gonna sit here and discuss which leaf looks better. This is just a little basic overview to give you guys an idea of, well, the iPhone versus the Pixel. And I'm really surprised. I mean, Pixel really did good this year. And yeah, they're not really playing around, man. Samsung and Apple, they need to be on their tippy toes, because Google's coming. Do you guys have any questions? If so, drop them down below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. If you liked the video, click that like button. Adios.